A man accused of driving into a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, killing 6 attendees, including a child, is found guilty of intentional homicide. A jury deliberated for a short time on Darrell Brooks' fate.
A judge in the Milwaukee suburb just finished reading the verdict.
The jury find the defendant, Darrell E. Brooks, guilty of first-degree intentional homicide as charged in count 1 of the information, dated this 26th day of October 2022, signed by the foreperson, juror number 11.
Brooks represented himself in the case. Just got word here he is guilty on all 76 felony counts, including first-degree intentional homicide. There were several outbursts and confrontations and exchanges with the judge. Gil Sofer, ABC 7 legal analyst, is with us to help us understand the case. Gil, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Did Brooks do himself any favors representing himself?
He did himself no favors. There's an old adage often attributed to Abraham Lincoln, which is that the man who represents himself as a fool for a client. And that's clearly played out here. It's very difficult to represent yourself effectively. He clearly did not. Even with the outbursts and everything else that we saw in the courtroom, it was even worse than the average effort. So, no, he did himself no favor.
Gil, is that perhaps reflected in the fact that the jury deliberated only for a few hours last night and then this morning, reaching a guilty verdict on all 76 counts?
Yeah, this is a very rapid set of deliberations. It makes clear that the jury believed quickly and concluded quickly that he was guilty. So I think it's a combination of him representing himself and the evidence being overwhelming against him.
What happens next, Gil? Any idea about sentencing?
Yeah, well, there will be a sentencing, and these counts of intentional homicide in Wisconsin carry mandatory life imprisonment. So that will be his sentence. He will take an appeal. His grounds for appeal won't be many, and that'll be an uphill battle, to say the least.
How strange, tell me, how would you characterize the nature of the trial over the course of these many weeks, the number of interruptions, the number of times that Brooks was dismissed from court for interrupting the judge?
Yeah, it's very strange. You don't often see defendants in criminal cases representing themselves in the first place, so that's already unusual. Then to see this number of outbursts, just the odd behavior that was on display, that's also unusual. We have to give credit to this judge. She was beyond patient, and I think she's made it very difficult because she extended him every courtesy and opportunity. She made it beyond difficult for him to have a successful appeal here.
ABC 7 legal analyst Gil Sofer. Gil, good to see you. Appreciate the insight. Thank you.